Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Alicia Spiritual Guidance. I'm Alicia, and I'm going to do our Soul's Journey reading today. Happy Friday, y'all. First of all, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for catching my channel. I appreciate you. This is going to be a general message for the collective. You know, what comes out, what comes out. I'll use the Soul's Journey and then like the tarot if needed. We'll see where it goes. I do want to make a disclaimer, sorry about the background noise. I live next to a freeway. With that being said, let's just get it popping. Let's get into this reading, okay? I keep seeing like acceptance a lot. I know y'all see it. It's at the bottom of the deck. Acceptance, pride was coming out a lot. So sometimes we just need to accept the things we cannot change. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. When it comes to freedom, right? Freedom is the ability to let go, the ability and the awareness to know that you are only bound to what you choose to be bound to. Freedom is a state of mind, but freedom is also a choice. A lot of us are chained to the things that hold us down, whether that be emotion, childhood trauma, current trauma, regret, shame, anger, things like that. These are all the things that can cause us to be prisoner to ourselves, to our own mind, our addictions, our maladaptive coping skills, things like that can cause us to be prisoners to something or someone, but freedom and understanding freedom, that you possess that power to be, the power and the free will to create your own happiness, is saying that you choose to not allow those things to keep you down anymore. You choose to try as hard as you can to break free of whatever holds you back, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And to be honest, gratitude can really be a big help in that, because a lot of times we tend to focus on our past. We tend to focus on what didn't go right. We tend to focus on what it is that we don't have instead of being grateful for what it is that we have. A lot of us have been hurt, abused in so many ways, unimaginable ways, right? Staying in that energy of what happened to me, always seeing yourself as a victim and never being able to see yourself for being in the present moment, and being grateful for what it is that you have in the present moment, instead of it's like always comparing the present moment to the past moment or to what it is that you don't have. Being able to be in an energy in the presence of gratitude really helps with lifting our bondage. That's how I'm gonna put it. Regret. See, I know that I cannot change the past, and a lot of us live in this energy of regretting our decisions, regretting things that happened to us, wishing that things never happened to us. We cannot change the past, and allowing this emotion of regret really weighs on you. It blocks you. It blocks your creative flow. It can block a lot of things in your life. It can block your growth if you let it, because you're constantly in this energy of not having grace for yourself, regretting things that went bad. Again, we cannot change the past. We can't. We can process it as many times as we need to process it, and we can move forward. Don't be prisoner to your past. Don't regret any mistakes. Just stop living in that energy. Stop being in that energy of regret, because you can't change it. How can you move forward today? What have you learned from that? How can you be a better person? All right. That abuse was something, right? What did you learn from yourself in that moment to where you are now? You know, how strong did that make you? How resilient did that make you? How resourceful did that make you? You know, to be in this moment now, to be able to even listen to this message, you know? And if you were the person hurting somebody, that's who you used to be. That's not who you are now. And yes, sometimes our pain, our trauma, if we bled onto someone else with that and we lost somebody that could have been good for us, yeah, that might yield regret. But how can you change from that today? What do you know about yourself now and moving forward that that won't happen again? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Change. I understand. Okay. So this says change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, right? Being stuck in regret, being stuck in the past, not being grateful for where you are, or even for the change that occurs. The only thing constant in life is change. We know things is going to change, whether that's people, places, things, time. Damn, the weather in the day. You know what I'm saying? Being able to understand that sometimes change is out of our control, but to be able to master yourself, because you can't master change, right? You can only master yourself. You can only master how you flow with that change. You can only master your energy, your responses, and your emotions. These are the things that you can master, and how you ground in moments of uncertainty, how you ground in chaos. That's the only thing you can master to be able to master the flow of change, right? But nothing, you cannot grow or evolve if you don't allow change. If you're constantly trying to stay stuck in a time where things were good, we won't even get started to talk about arrested development. But that just came to my mind. Anyways, if you want to be stuck in the moment where things were good, you won't be able to see how things can be better, how things have been better, the good that's been happening, how you have been divinely carried, how you have been divinely cared for, how things have been orchestrated for you to be able to master this flow of change, right? Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. We all face judgment. Whether somebody else thinks they're judging us or cause themselves our judge, whatever the case may be. Or we're judging ourselves, you know? Or divine judgment. Everyone will face judgment. Everyone will be called into accountability, whether you believe you're your own accountability, or you believe that, when you die, that's your judgment day. We will all be called to face accountability. How can you be accountable in this moment, in these moments moving forward, especially when it comes to things that you regret, decisions that you regret, change that you didn't allow to happen? How can you be accountable in this moment, in this moving forward? You know what I'm saying? Everyone goes through their own things. Everyone has their own unique path. And we are not the judge of that, and we are not the judge of them. All right? So sometimes we just got to accept things and people for who they are, and understand that they're on their own journeys too. They're on their own paths. Yeah, you didn't have to be collateral damage in the war on themselves that they're in. But if you were, how can you heal moving forward? How has that change, that hurt, how has that adapted this energy of gratitude for you, and how have you been able to master that growth? Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Okay. I don't know if someone has gotten a diagnosis of like a health issue, but it's causing a lot of regret to someone, wishing that they could go back and change the things that they cannot change. I don't know what it is. Some of you is cancer, some of you is something, it's something, you know what I'm saying? Or this could be somebody around you who is now getting this health diagnosis, and it's like they've made it their death sentence. It doesn't have to be your death sentence. You know what I'm saying? How can you change the way you eat today? How can you change the way that you take care of your body from this moment moving forward? And then we have acceptance. See, it kept coming out. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And then we have relationships at the bottom. I am attracted to those who serve my higher good. Some of you, a relationship has caused a lot of issues for you, a lot of different relationships, because it isn't just this one recent relationship. It was a lot of relationships moving up to this point, because before you got in this relationship, you had already came with some baggage and some trauma and some things that have happened to you, right? This issue has played a real, like, it really played with somebody's mental health here, or physical health, but now you have to be in this energy of accepting your part, the part you played, and how you could move on from there, how you could heal from there, how you can grow from there. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. I know that I cannot change the past. A lot of change here. A lot of change here. Don't be pondering on this relationship in regret, like you could have did something different, they could have did something different. For some of you, this person could have been sick, and you didn't even know they were sick until you started dealing with them. I'm talking about mentally, right? So now you're stuck with having to accept the things that have gone on, but also even in all of this, you come to this energy of gratitude and this energy of freedom to know that if you really do analyze and assess this situation, is this something that you would have wanted to be bound to for the rest of your life? Because somebody was bound, somebody is still bound, and they're stuck in their past, and they're not moving forward. But you have the ability to change and to free yourself and to be grateful for the lesson that was learned here. I'm going to encourage you to move with that and flow with that change right there. Let's see if we want to put some tarot to see what's going on. Somebody had a mental ill issue, but we ain't getting into that. And then we got Judgment again, and then we got the 10 of Cups, right? Somebody really was dealing with the mental illness. They were dealing with some sort of issue in their mind. In an issue of manipulation. Sometimes people's manipulation is so bad and so strong over them, they don't even know when they're doing it. They can't tell that their lies ain't adding up, whatever you want to call it. And you might seem or think they a little crazy, but this person lacked accountability. They did not know how to be accountable. They were blocked creatively. They were blocked. They were just facing so many blockages and so many bondages, because of the way they thought, because of this old mindset and mind frame that they were stuck in. This person is do to me and I'll do to you, a tit for tat type of person, all about revenge. That can cause somebody to go crazy, trust me. But you I'm talking to you because you watching this, right? You have the ability to manifest a new beginning. You have the ability to understand and to be accountable for your interactions, your emotions, and to be able to ground yourself and allow yourself to have a new beginning, because that's what's coming in for you. Take accountability for your actions. Don't get stuck here emotionally, please. Process it, ground, move forward, because you're given a second chance to try again in a new direction here. All right. All right, YouTube. Yeah, that's all I have for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think.